Minecraft ray tracing is a topic that just does not want to conclude. Since I have been covering this topic, there's a few loose ends that I wanted to tie up. I originally posted this video on my main channel, but I thought it was important to post it here as well, so without further ado, here is the full video. After many promises and lots of hype, Microsoft announced a feature that everyone has been waiting for, Minecraft ray tracing on the Xbox Series X. Understandably, the hype was there and many could hardly contain their excitement, taking to social media to express how they felt about it. The timing was perfect. The lead up to a console release is always the most exciting time for gamers. It is a new technology showcasing the best of what is to come for that generation. A technological demonstration showing a feature that many has been waiting for on a new piece of hardware, promising to be the best that we have ever seen. It was the perfect match. So what happened? How did we go from the excitement of a new feature everybody has been begging for to dead silence and the rug being pulled out right from under us? Mojang has always had a shady past when it comes to over-promising. To understand the story of no ray tracing on Xbox, you need to understand the history behind their first over-promises. Enter the Super Duper Graphics Pack. Microsoft and Mojang announced the Super Duper Graphics Pack downloadable content at E3 2017. The optional add-on, which was originally planned for release in the fall of 2017, would add dynamic shadows, lighting that streams through fog, movement in leaves and crafts, new textures for mobs and villages, directional lighting, and edge highlighting. Mojang called the DLC a new way to see the game, but promised that it would be entirely optional. People were excited to play this all-new Minecraft, but after a lengthy delay, they finally decided to call it quits. This was one of the first major overpromises that did not happen. People were upset that we never got to see this upgraded pack, but things also very quickly went back to normal as Mojang moved on to the next update. What followed was an ocean update that showed many improvements to the underwater world, and another update after that with equally impressive changes. It was a sharp turn and Mojang managed to win back some of their good graces as they continued to improve the game for their fanbase. 2019 was about to close out and Xbox decided that they wanted to end the year with a bang. At the Game Awards, Phil Spencer took the stage and announced an all-new Xbox Series X console, promising an experience like we have never seen before. This announcement came out of left field and shocked many who did not expect any information until later the following year. Considering the disaster that was the Xbox One launch, Microsoft wanted to do things differently this time around, and by showcasing their console early, it gave a chance for the spotlight to shine on Microsoft before Sony inevitably made the announcement for their more popular PlayStation 5. Xbox knew that a brand new console alone would not be able to carry them, and with it, they decided to turn to their most popular game, and no, it is not Halo. It is the multi-billion-dollar global hit Minecraft. In March of 2020, Xbox and Mojang released what they called at the time a demo for Minecraft ray tracing on the Xbox Series X. It showcased stunning visuals, and just like that, the hype surrounding the improved graphics for Minecraft on consoles was back. People immediately forgot all about the Super Duper Graphics Pack as they looked ahead to the future with an all-new ray tracing experience. Unfortunately, that is where the hype stopped. Microsoft very quickly threw hot water on the feature once the Series X was released and stated that the tech demo was only there to showcase the power of the console and not to preview ray tracing as a feature for the game. Months went by and Mojang decided to announce their most ambitious project to date. At Minecraft Live in 2020, Caves and Cliffs was revealed, and with it a promise was made to overhaul the game's world generation along with tons of new blocks, items and creatures. With this overall, many believed that ray tracing would be a feature included with this latest update, but ultimately it was not meant to be. After Mojang announced that Caves and Cliffs would be split into 2 parts, some still held out hope, but the second part never dropped, and it became very clear that Mojang had no intentions of releasing ray tracing on consoles anytime soon. As many know, despite not looking like it, Minecraft can be a very resource intensive game, and maintaining consistent frame rates is not easy even on the most powerful of PCs. AMD for the longest time have been working on a solution called Fidelity FX, an alternative to Nvidia's DLSS solution. When AMD announced their super resolution promising an average of 2.5x the performance at 4K in FSR performance mode, many saw this as a way for the feature to finally be added on consoles once it was announced that the super resolution would be coming to the Xbox Series consoles. And then it finally happened. Ray tracing on Xbox hit the preview version of the game, and for the first time in over 2 years since the feature was announced, players were able to play the game with ray tracing enabled. Although not perfect, it was what fans has been calling for, and it seems that the release date was on the horizon. After all of the wait, it almost felt too good to be true, and that is because it was. Not even 3 days after the feature was enabled, Mojang released a statement saying the previous Minecraft preview build available to Xbox insiders inadvertently included prototype codes for ray tracing support on Xbox consoles. This early prototype code has been removed from preview and doesn't signal near future plans to bring ray tracing support to consoles. So here we are again, back where we started. Minecraft ray tracing on Xbox was an opportunity for Mojang to step up their game, to show that they are ready to lead us into the next generation of console gaming, no matter how big or small the community is, to prove what is possible. 5 years from now, when we look back at this generation of gaming, to show that consoles were not just an afterthought. In the end, there is still hope that we could see this feature eventually, but Microsoft does have a lot of explaining to do.